Laura laughs if she sees a ball bounce. I don't think it's funny. I wonder if I used to laugh at a ball bouncing when I was 2, like Laura. And if I used to laugh, why did I stop? Sometimes my mom and dad used to go out. This meant that my brother had to babysit me. He hated it, because I just wouldn't go to bed when he told me to. He was 4 years older than me. Well, actually, he still is. He'd shout, he'd rant and rave, "Will you go to bed?" But I never went, until I heard the front door open, with Mom and Dad coming back, and then I'd be upstairs, into bed in a flash. Anyway, after a few months of this, my Mom and Dad tried something new. Just before they went out, they said, "All right, Mick, you go to bed before we go out, and you stay there." "Okay," I said. "Okay, yeah, okay." And off I went to bed. I laid there, waiting to hear the front door close. Slam! And straight away I was out the bed, down the stairs, into my brother's room. There he is, sitting there reading. First of all, he tries, "I'm not taking any notice of Michael." He goes on reading. I think, I'll make him notice. I put my face behind the book, with my eye peeping round the edge of the book. Every time he gets to the end of a line, his eye looks into my eye. He tries to pretend I'm not there. It's no good. He can't. My eye is peeping away like mad round the edge of the book. He starts to laugh. "Look, look," he says. "This isn't fair. You promised you'd stay in bed. I'll tell him I will." So now I go and stand by the door, and I fiddle. I make little rattling noises with the handle and the key. Fiddle-diddle. Click, fiddle-diddle. Click, click, click. He tries to pretend I'm not there. It's not good. He can't. I'm rattling away like mad with the handle and the key. He starts to laugh. "All right," he says. "All right, that's it." He sounds like he's gonna really do for me. So now he tries, "I'm going to be so boring. Michael will get so fed up, he'll go back to bed." He starts up a chant. "Go to bed, go 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 to bed." He doesn't stop. "Go to bed, go to bed, go to bed, go to bed." He goes on for ages. "Go to bed, go to bed, go to bed." I tried to talk to him. "Hey, what do you want for your birthday, Brian?" "Go to bed, go to bed, go to bed." "Do you want a sweet?" "Go to bed, go to bed, go to bed." "Hey, you've got a pimple on the end of your nose, you know." "Go to bed, go to bed, go to bed." And I'm still fiddling with the door. I lock it. Click, I unlock it. Click, I lock it. Click. I try to unlock it. Click. Yeah. Click. Go to bed, go to bed. Brian? I can't unlock the door. Go to bed, go to bed. Brian? The key's stuck. He stops. Suddenly, he looks pleased, and he settles down with his book and waits. Meanwhile, I've got Big Brother. They're gonna come back and find me here, and I've got out of bed, and I've come in his room, and I've locked the door, and it's really late, and it's all my fault. I try, and I get that key to work. Fiddle, riddle, diddle, diddle, fiddle, riddle, diddle, diddle. For 3 hours I'm at it, and all the time my brother is not taking any notice of Michael. The front door opens. "Hello?" my mom calls out. She gets to my brother's door. "Did Michael stay in bed all right?" She's trying to turn the handle. "Let us in, Brian," says my dad cheerily. No answer from us inside. My brother is waiting for me to say something. I'm hoping he'll say something. We're looking at each other. "Come on, Brian," says my dad, getting a bit cross. Oh no! The moment I dread when Dad goes from being cherry to absolutely furious. In a weedy little voice I say, "I locked the door." That really winds him up. There's my mum. "Is that you, Michael? You're still up? You promised you'd stay in bed. It isn't fair on Brian." And there's my dad, and he's roaring, "Would you believe it? The little pig, and the door's jammed. I'll have to break it down. God, when I get inside, oh, he's gonna be in for big trouble." And me, I'm standing there all shaky and sorry and shuddery. But my brother, what's he doing? He's smiling all over his big face. Yeah, he took the key out, passed it under the door, and they opened it, and I dashed out off to bed, faster than an electronic rabbit. A hamburger sat in a hamburger bar, waiting to be fried. "No one's going to put me," it said, "into anyone's inside, because eating me is cruel. Eating me is murder. You can't catch me. I'm the speedy hamburger." So up jumped the hamburger and ran out of the bar. "Hey, come back here," said the hamburger cook. You won't get very far." But Hamburger rode out of the door and off down the street. Who do you think was the first person Hamburger happened to meet? Lollipop Lady was walking home with a lollipop in her hand. "Get out of the way," Hamburger yelled. "I'm the fastest in the land." "Catch that Hamburger," the cook yelled out. So Lollipop Lady turned and gave Hamburger a shout. "Hey, little Hamburger, you can't run away." But as Hamburger rushed past, he just had time to say, "Eating me is cruel. Eating me is murder. You can't catch me. I'm the speedy Hamburger." Hamburger cook, Lollipop Lady, ran off down the street, and who do you think was the next person Hamburger happened to meet? Lemonade Boy with lemonade bottles was loading up the van when the Hamburger rushed past shouting, "I'm the fastest in the land." "Catch that Hamburger," said Hamburger cook. "It's trying to run away." "We're gonna catch the little," Lollipop Lady began to say. "I'll catch it," said Lemonade Boy. "I'm really fast." Just then he heard Hamburger shout as it went hurtling past, "Eating me is cruel. Eating me is murder. You can't catch me. I'm the speedy Hamburger." So Hamburger cook, Lollipop Lady, followed by Lemonade Boy, ran off up the street saying, "Hamburger, ahoy!" Hamburger rolled and Hamburger ran, and Hamburger couldn't be caught, and Hamburger ran and Hamburger rolled right into an airport. "Stop right there," said security guard. "Where do you think you're trying to go?" "I'm just a little Hamburger," it said, "and I don't know where to go." For a moment it stood in front of the guard and it darted past. "You won't catch me," he shouted. "You can't run very fast. Eating me is cruel. Eating me is murder. You can't catch me. I'm the speedy Hamburger." Hamburger rolled through the terminal and now onto a runway. It ran up to a plane to Jamaica that was waiting to get away. The airplane took off and flew into the air, and all the people heard something as they were standing there. "Eating me is cruel. Eating me is murder. You can't catch me. I'm the speedy Hamburger." We sit down to eat, and the potato's a bit hot, so I only put a little bit on my fork and I blow till it's cool, just cool, then into the mouth. Nice. And there's my brother, he's doing the same. Till it's cool, just cool, into the mouth. Oh, nice. And there's my mom, she's doing the same. Till it's cool, just cool, into the mouth. Nice. But my dad, what does he do? He stuffs a great big chunk of potato into his mouth, and then that really does it. His eyes pop out, he flaps his hands, he blows, he puffs, he yells, he bobs his head up and down, he spits bits of potato all over his plate, and he turns to us, and he goes, "Watch out, everybody, the potato's really hot." My dad says, after the war was over, everyone came home to sort things out. There weren't gonna be any more wars, there weren't gonna be any more poor people, there weren't gonna be any more bad houses, there weren't gonna be any more people out of work. That was 40 years ago. Now they're trying to invent spaceships that drop bombs. When I tell fibs, my dad calls me Louie Lou Liar. When I come in from playing with my clothes a bit mucked up, he calls me Lopey Dog Dirt. When we were in this cafe on holiday and I laughed and coughed orange juice all over the floor, my dad calls me Gary Gobhound. When I watch telly all Saturday morning and I get a bit dozy, my dad calls me Wally Telly Brains. When my nose is a bit runny and I can't find my hanky, my dad calls me King of the Bogies. I call him Nag Bag. We had a teacher who was so strict you weren't allowed to breathe in her lessons. She used to stand out the front going, "No breathing," and you had the whole morning to get through. The weak ones just used to keel over and die. You'd hear them going down behind you, kapoom, 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 and there was always a whiny kid going, "Miss, can I go out and do some breathing?" And she'd say, "No, you've got all playtime to do it." And, "Oh, come on, miss, oh, come on." Did you know, at the beginning of the week, there were 48 kids in my class, and at the end of the week, there were only 5 of them left. Yeah, do you know at the end of the day you'd be stepping over kids just to get out of the room? "Oh no, there's Melanie. That's a shame, she was really nice." There's Dave. Hard luck, Dave. Always knew you were a bit weak. You know, people say to me, if that's true, how come you're here to tell the tale? Fair enough, and I'll tell you. It's because when I was at school, we used to sit at desks. We didn't sit around tables like you do now. We used to sit at desks with lids. And some of us figured out what you had to do was snatch a quick breath under the desk lid when she wasn't looking. So once more from the beginning, no breathing. The weak ones, kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. The whiny ones, Miss, can I go out and do some breathing? No, you've got all playtime to do it. And, oh, go on, miss, oh, go on. A slot. Ah, that was a mistake, slamming the desk lid down. If you made a noise with the desk lid, it was out. School prison. There was a school prison underneath the school hall where they used to string you up in the wall bars. Miss, I've been up here for 3 weeks, and there's rats, and they're nibbling my toenails. So I figured out what you had to do is put your thumb around the edge of the desk lid, so when it went down, it didn't make any noise at all. Once more from the beginning. No breathing. The weak ones. Kaboom. Kaboom, kaboom. The whiny ones. Miss, can I go out and do some breathing? No, you've got all playtime to do it. Oh, go on, miss. Oh, go on. These other kids. Out. School prison. Miss, I've been up here for 3 weeks, and there's rats, and they're nibbling my toenails, miss. Me, thumb round the edge of the desk. No noise at all. Survival. It's tea time, and we're sitting at the table, and my dad wants milk in his tea. Oh, could you get me the milk? I get the milk. I sit down again. Then he wants butter for his bread. Oh, could you get me the butter? He says. I get the butter, and I sit down again. Then he wants a teaspoon for his tea. Oh, could you get me the teaspoon? He says. And then my mom says, once you get that bummer you are stuck in the chair, you never get it off again, do you? And my dad says, I can't get a moment's peace around here. Mom says, right, you two. This is a long car journey. I'm driving, and I can't drive properly if you two are going mad in the back. Do you understand? So we go, okay, Mom, okay, don't worry about it. And off we go, and we start the moaning. Can I have a drink? I want some crisps. Can I open my window? He's got my book. Get off me. That's my ear. And Mom tries to be exciting. Look out the window. There's a lamppost. And then we go on. Can I have a sweet? He's sitting on me. Are we nearly there? Don't scratch. You never tell him off. Now he's biting his nails. I want a drink. I want a drink. And Mom tries to be exciting again. Look out the window. There's a tree. Then we go on. My hands are sticky. He's playing with the door handle now. I feel a bit sick, actually. Your nose is all runny. Don't pull my hair. He's punching me, Mom. That's really dangerous, you know. Mom, he's spitting. And Mom says, right, I'm stopping the car. I'm stopping the car. She stops the car. Now, if you two don't stop it, I'm going to put you out the car and leave you by the side of the road. He started it. I didn't. He started. I don't care who started it. I can't drive properly if you two go mad in the back. Do you understand? And we go, okay, Mom, okay. Don't worry about it. Can I have a drink? You may think I'm happy. You may think I'm sad. You may think I'm crazy. You may think I'm mad, but hang on to your seats and listen right here. I'm going to tell you something that'll burn your ear. A hip hop. A hip hop hap. I'm giving you all the Michael Rosen rap, 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 rap. I was born on the 7th of May. I remember very well that awful day. I was in my mother, curled up tight, but I have to say it was as dark as night. Nothing to do, didn't want to breathe. I was so happy, didn't want to leave. Then I hear some people give a shout, one puss Mrs. Rosen and he'll be out. I'm telling you, that was a puzzle to me. I shouted out, how'd you know I'm a he? The doctor shouted, good Lord, I can talk. I popped down my head and said, now watch me walk. I juked and jived around that room. Balam bambula, balama diddy boom. A hip hop, a hip hop hap. I'm giving you all the Michael Rosen rap, 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 rap. When I was 1, I was from the English Channel. When I was 2, I ate a sloppy fennel. When I was 3, I started getting thinner. When I was 4, I ate the dog's dinner. When I was 5, I was in a band playing drums. When I was 6, I ate a bag of plums. When I was 7, I robbed a bank with my sister. When I was 8, I became prime minister. When I was 9, I closed all the schools. When I was 10, they made me king of the fools. So that's what I am, that's what I be, with an M, with an I, with a K, with an E. That's what I am, that's what I'll be, Mr. Mike, Mr. Michael, Mr. Rosen, Mr. Me, a hip hop, hap. I'm giving you all Michael Rosen rap, 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 rap.